Good evening, everyone. I'd like to call this Concord Township Zoning Commission meeting Tuesday, July 11th to order. We have an agenda this evening to follow. We're going to skip the first item on the agenda and move to agenda item number 2, which is to accept the certification of trustee resolution 2017-16 dated July 15th, 2017 to establish section 21, the Innovative Sites PD Overlay District under Concord Township Zoning Resolution, and provide for all text maps amendments necessary thereto, and schedule a public hearing for the following zoning amendments. The reason we're doing that is because we have received a resolution from the Township Trustees, resolution number 2017-15, and I'll read it, and it's also a part of the public record. A resolution by the Board of Trustees of Concord Township, Ohio, to repeal existing resolution number 2017-10 to establish section 21, the Innovative Site PD Overlay District under the Concord Township Zoning Resolution, and provide for all text and map amendments necessary thereto. Whereas the Board of Trustees of Concord Township, Ohio desires to repeal existing resolution number 2017-10 to establish section 21, the Innovative Site PD Overlay District under Concord Township Zoning Resolution, and provide for all text and map amendments necessary. Now therefore be it resolved by the Board of Trustees of Concord Township, County of Lake, State of Ohio, that section 1, the Board of Trustees hereby repeals resolution number 2017-10 to establish section 21, the Innovative Site PD Overlay District under Concord Township Zoning Resolution, and provide for all text and map amendments necessary thereto, and all necessary proceedings on the part of the township relevant to the resolution number 2017-10 are correspondingly to be permanently concluded. Section 2, it is found and determined that all formal actions of the Board of Trustees of Concord Township concerning and relating to the adoption of this resolution were taken in an open meeting of the Board of Trustees of Concord Township, and that all deliberations of this board that resulted in these formal actions were a meeting open to the public in compliance with all legal requirements, including section 121-22 of the Ohio Revised Code. Now therefore this resolution shall be in full force and effect upon its passage and approval by the Board of Trustees as further provided under Ohio law, adopted this 5th day of July 2017, and is certified by Amy Dawson, the fiscal officer. So the end result of that is that at this point I will entertain a motion from the Zoning Commission to permanently table the zoning amendment as certified by resolution number 2017-10.
Mr. Chairman, I so move that we permanently table the resolution.
Okay, I have a motion made. I have a second.
Second.
We have it seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Let the record reflect it was all ayes and none opposed. So that's the end of the public hearing for the agenda item number 1. Now we'll go back and revisit agenda item number 2, which, now we're going to go back to agenda item number 1 is, it's done. There will be no public hearing. It's being permanently tabled. So for those of you that came to have a discussion on that, there's not going to be any opportunities because there will not be a public hearing. What we will be doing is we'll be establishing through the rest of this agenda public hearing to reschedule this, and there's been some changes, and Heather is going to highlight those changes for us. And of course, all of this material, everything that's been done, will be available to the public, either through the township, the website, or coming up here, you want copies to take a look at. I'm sure you'll be more than welcome to get whatever information you need. Okay? So, item number 2 on the agenda is to accept the certification of trustee resolution 2017-16 dated July 5th, 2017 to establish section 21, the Innovative Site PD Overlay District under the Concord Township Zoning Resolution, and provide for all text and map amendments necessary thereto, and schedule a public hearing of the following zoning amendments for the August 1st, 2017 meeting. Let it be also noted that there is as a part of this package, there is a resolution highlighting all the information, several pages, highlighting all the changes that are going to be a part of that resolution. That will include amendment number 1, which will be to amend the zoning resolution to establish the Innovative Site PD Overlay District as a planned development in Section 21 and delete in its entirety Section 13-36, Innovative Site PD as conditional use in the Capital District. Amendment number 2 will amend the zoning map to rezone all the following presently designated parcel numbers to the Innovative Site PD Overlay District, and I won't bore you all by reading all of these numbers and digits and letters because it gets rather long, but it's in the, we will refer to these in the agenda as presented and further described in Exhibit A. Okay, so I will accept a motion to schedule a public hearing for the following zoning amendments. Or do you want to have Heather, you want to tell us about the changes first before we set public? I guess it really doesn't matter. You know, we can set the public hearing, but go ahead and, why don't you go ahead and explain what's going on?
Okay, so since our last meeting, oh, I'm sorry, that's not a public space. Okay.
For a second.
Okay, since our last zoning commission meeting, we went and reviewed a little bit more in detail the Lake County Planning Commission's recommendations in regards to the proposed zoning amendments for the Innovative Site PD Overlay District, and we worked with our consultant that helped us prepare the 2016 Concord Town Center Master Plan to present a further defined zoning that includes appropriately designed density for Concord Township. So I just want to take a few minutes just to bring the zoning commission up to speed on what some of the notable changes were within what the trustees just recertified with their resolution number 2017-16. Okay, so as far as the map portion, I know you've received this in your packets. The original overlay district was a total land area was about 175 acres. With the proposed changes, it's scaled back to about 107 acres. And then we also looked at the residential density, and we reviewed and modified that slightly as well. There is currently a maximum 30% restriction of the gross acreage of the innovative site plan development that could be used for housing. With the new text, we now include a limitation to that no more than 10% of the 30% can be devoted to the vertical multifamily housing, which is exclusive of any townhomes and not part of a mixed-use building. We've also included the stipulation that no more than 2 vertical multifamily buildings may be directly adjacent to one another. This is in an effort to prevent any kind of apartment-style complex feel where we would rather see them with some townhomes in between. So this wouldn't allow more than 2 buildings directly adjacent to one another. The density for all the multifamily units has been reduced as well, down to no more than 20 dwelling units per acre. And also the multifamily buildings may have no more than between 10 and 20 units per building, which is a change. We've also looked at the minimum square footage, and we revised the text to include a little bit clearer minimum square footages for the dwelling units. I know that was a concern from the county. So the townhomes is still a minimum of 2,000 square feet, however now that's inclusive of a 2-car garage. For the vertical multifamily building, we've made the clarification that the minimum 1,500 square foot was for a 2 to 3 bedroom unit. For the multifamily dwelling units not located in a mixed-use building, therefore within the mixed-use portion of the town center development, the minimum square footage would be 950 square feet. We've also further defined and looked at the building heights and the number of stories for the different uses within the proposed district. Previously, it was just a max height of 60 feet, but now we're proposing to regulate it based on the building type, actually. So commercial buildings shall be a minimum of 2 stories with a maximum height of 60 feet. For the mixed-use buildings, no higher than 50 feet, and then we've also dictated on the first floor, you have to provide at least a 14-foot high ceiling height, which is what commercial restaurants, retailers are looking for, that higher ceiling height on the first floor. So we want to make sure that they are required to provide that. Townhomes, 2 to 3 stories above grade with a maximum height of 35 feet, which is in line with all of our single-family dwellings. Vertical multifamily buildings, no more than 3 to 4 stories with a maximum height of 50 square feet. And any other principal buildings that weren't further specified, no higher than 50 feet. So to kind of put that 50 feet in perspective, like most of our other commercial districts have a max height of 40 feet. The Capital District is up to 60 feet. For residential districts, it's 35 feet for residential uses. And then as far as like the live-work units, those were questionable. They were as to whether or not anyone would really want to do that in Concord Township, and it was also unclear what the status would be if the business were to fail, what would happen with the residential component. So in an effort to eliminate any of those concerns, we just went ahead and eliminated that completely as an option within the innovative site plan development. So there were some other minor changes, but those were the major changes between the original text and what the trustees reinitiated. Any other questions from the
Does anybody
board
have
on
any
those?
questions
Or?
for Heather? Frank? Morgan?
No.
None.
Jerry?
I'm good.
Rich?
Okay.
Thanks, Heather. Okay, so I will accept a motion to set a public hearing for those amendment number 1 and amendment number 2 for the August 1st, 2017 meeting.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we accept the resolution 2017-16 and schedule a public hearing for August 1st for amendments number 1 and number 2.
Motion's been made
I'll second that.
and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? No opposed. Let the record reflect it was 5 yeses, no nos. Okay. Item number 3 on the agenda. By motion of the Township Zoning Commission, schedule a public hearing for the following zoning amendments for the same August 1st, 2017 meeting, and that would be Amendment 3, Amendment 4, Amendment 5, Amendment 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Again, these are all in the public record and available for people to review. I'd like to get a motion.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we schedule a public hearing for August 1st for amendments 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13, as recommended by the committee.
Motion's been made,
Second.
seconded. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? None opposed. Let the record reflect 5 yeses, 0 nos. Okay, item number 4 on the agenda is correspondence by the zoning commission members. Frank?
None, Mr. Chairman.
Morgan?
None.
Rich?
Not formal correspondence, but I've had a lot of conversation with people in the community about what's going on in this particular development,
Okay.
so.
Anything you want to share, or just?
No, actually, I don't know is Linda Kangas here tonight? Linda, is that Linda back there? Yeah. Okay, Linda, I talked to you on the phone, and she had a lot of questions. I tried to answer some of those questions. Hopefully I did it to your satisfaction, but we did have that conversation. I also had several neighbors and friends just asking, inquiring, because it sort of appears that this hasn't been communicated as good as it could have been, and I tried to fill in some of those blanks. So I had a lot of positive feedback. I had some negative feedback.
Okay. Jerry?
No correspondence.
None? Okay. All right, and none from me. Sorry, lost my spot there. Approval of the minutes of the June 6th meeting. They were relatively short.
They were.
Mr. Chairman, I so move that we accept the minutes as written.
Motion's been made
I'll second that.
and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None opposed. Let the record reflect it was 5 yeses, 0 nos. Okay, the next regular scheduled zoning commission meeting will be August 1st, which we will have the public hearing. I would strongly recommend that you do your research, get the information from the township. Township is available, the office hours are posted. Heather's available if you need information, feel free to call, ask questions. Everybody's available. This is not it's not a secret. It's been quite well published, and there's been a lot of meetings held and a lot of discussions over this. So if you have any questions or if you need any additional information to help you with your feelings on this proposal, please feel free to, reach out and get whatever information you're looking for. I appreciate all of you coming this evening, and this meeting is adjourned.